Hello friends, so let's see how to apply student visa if you're not in Canada and you want to come to Canada for studies. Open your web browser on the Google, write how to apply student visa in Canada. So the very first suggestion from Google is www.canada.ca. On the link says student permit, how to apply. Click on the link. Once you clicked in, it will show you how to apply and what documents you need. And this page gives you more information about how to apply for visitor visa, student permit, and how to apply work permit. The most essential documents you need before starting your online application for student visa are listed here. One is your acceptance letter from your designated institute. So this is the letter you need from your college or your university to get your student visa. And of course you need your valid passport or any travel document, and you need proof of support to yourself or any family member who come with you or while you are in Canada. So the third document is not more important, I believe, if you want to stay alone in Canada. And second thing, you need to submit your biometric, that's your fingerprint and your face ID. Let's scroll down and see what are the questions you need to answer to start your application. So the very first question is, where are you applying from? So we are outside of Canada, let's say we are in India. And how do you want to apply? So we want to apply online, of course, that is recommended. And these are some important information on this blue dialog. You should read it, or you can read once and have in your mind, and just be careful when you're answering any questions. So these are some steps you should follow, and you should get all those information before starting your application. So very first is make sure you have what you need. You should have a scanner or camera to create your PDFs. At the end, you need to upload your documents in the form of PDF. And of course, you need to have one credit card or debit card to apply your fees. Otherwise, your application won't go ahead. And the second step is read the instruction guide. You can read all the instruction guide by clicking on this link while you're submitting. The third step is prepare your answers for online tool. These will be basic question answers, and I'm creating this video to help you guys on those questions, so don't worry on this step. And the fourth step is know the fees you need to pay. The roundabout figure you need to pay at the end for student visa will be maybe 200 or $250. I'm not sure about the exact figure, but we will get that figure at the end. And the fifth step, you need to create your account before applying for student visa. So let's create your account. I have my account here, but it will be really simple. You need to create your username, your password, and your security question. I'm not wasting your time on those, but of course you can do it, and it's really easy. If you know how to create your account on Facebook, then of course you can do it here too. So, and of course, if you want to create your account, go with this option. This option is for those people who are in the Canada and they have some reference in Canada, so they can create sign-in partner. But the people they are outside of the country, then you should use GC key. So sign in with GC key. If you don't have account, then sign up here. Or if you have account, then you can enter your username and password. Remember guys, you should always remember your and noted your username, password anywhere, because this will going to help you number of time in your future while you're applying your work permit or your permanent residency card. You need this ID and password always. So I'm using a dummy account ID here. You should enter your ID to get in your application. So I'm just using dummy account ID and sign in. This is the welcome page. Just continue. There is nothing on this page. And this is the main portal where you can see all your applications you have submitted, or if you have started any application but you didn't complete yet, so you can see those applications. Let's see, this is the one application I just created for reviewing and how it looks like, but I'm not going to continue with this application. I will create a new application for you to see all the questions and how you move ahead for your student visa application. So when you scroll down, you can see start an application section here. On the very first link, you should click that says apply to come to Canada. Click on that link. Once you clicked it, you can see a personal checklist form. These will be a number of questions you need to answer, and if you're clear, then it will direct you at the end that you can apply a study permit and you need to submit all those documents. So let's answer one by one. The very first thing you need to enter is please enter your personal reference code to be begin your application. We don't have any personal reference code yet, so we will check the next option. I don't have personal reference code, so what should I do? So I should start a new application. On this page, you can see all your applications that you have created, you have started, you have completed, and still you need to check something, and you can continue those applications from here. You can check the status of all those applications. So here we need to apply for student visa, and this is the column says that start an application. So we are going to click student transfer school. So once you logged in and after the welcome page, you will see the list of applications portal where you can check your previous applications, your current applications that is going on, and you can access your application and continue from here. I have just created one application that is for International Experience Canada, and I can continue by clicking on this link, or I can delete my profile for this particular application. But here we are going to create a new student visa application. So once you scroll down, you can see the start an application column, and just underneath of that you can see one more link that says apply to come to Canada. Please click on that link. Once you clicked in, it will ask you one reference code, but we don't have any reference code as of now, so we are going to the next question. It says I do not have any reference code. So once you scroll down more, you can see one option that says determine your eligibility and apply online. So we are here applying student permit. So this option says need to click on this tab. Please click it. These are the bunch of questions you need to answer one by one, and at the end it will say you are eligible for your student visa or not. So the very first question is, what would you like to do in Canada? Of course, we want to study. So let's say study. How long you are planning to stay in Canada? So we have three options here. Two, first option says temporary less than 6 months, temporary more than 6 months, and permanently. I know we all wants to stay permanently, but go with second option says more than 6 months. And the third question is select the code that matches to one of your passport. So if we are considering we are applying from India, then your passport is Indian passport and you should enter IND. So it will direct to you to our country name, India. What is your current country territory of residence? Of course, you are outside of Canada, and if you are in India, then enter India. Do you have family member who is a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident and is 18 year or older? I hope, and a lot of families they don't have any relatives or any family member in Canada who is citizen. So we are going with majority. It says no. And what is your date of birth? I'm selecting a random date of birth, but you should go with your date of birth. And let's say next. So the next question is, are you a lawful permanent resident of United States or maybe some other citizenship status if you have, but we don't have any status within US as of now, so answer no. Next. Have you been accepted designated learning institutes? So yes, this question asks you about did you get your admission in. So if you got your admission later, then you have to answer yes. And if you haven't get it, then stop the application, because if you're answering no, it won't allow you to apply your student visa. So first get your acceptance later and say yes and click next. Have you visited or lived in any one of the designated countries for 6 consecutive months in last 10 years? So this question is for, do you need to appear in medical exam? If you're from India or maybe small countries around the India, then you should say yes, because you have to appear in medical exam test, and of course nowadays this option will be mandatory for all the countries because of COVID-19. So answer yes. If you have had medical exam preferred by IRCCC within the last 12 months. If you have appeared in any exam, then say yes, but for new application, I believe you haven't been to any IRCC authorized examination, so say no. What is your marital status? Of course, if you're a student, then many students having a single status, so enter single, or if you are married, then enter married. What is your province of designation? Most generally people coming to Ontario, but you can select your designated province if you're going to BC, Saskatchewan, Alberta. You can select either of. Go next. And this will says you are eligible for student permit application. So if you are eligible for other categories, then the portal will list all the categories that you are eligible in, but as of now you are eligible for student visa, so that says student visa permit here, and continue from here. So these are some instruction. You are almost there, and it's giving you some small information about how to submit your application and how to answer multiple questions, but you can read it and just continue from here. So what is the next question? It's do you have valid work permit or study permit and needs a visa to return to Canada? So this is we are doing first time. We are not applying extension. We are not extending our application. So we don't have any work permit or study permit as of now. Answer no. Are you an exchange student? So exchange student, it has its own definition if you're switching from one institute to the other, and if your study permit is over somehow, and some other emergencies you have, then you have to say yes. But in general cases, you are not exchange students, so say no. Is work an essential component for your studies? So this is something for those who wants to do co-op. So co-op, it's kind of internship in Canada, but you can appear in co-op or any internship once you are in the course. So you don't need to say yes in this case, but if your institute or college offers you those program by default, then you have to say yes. So this is something is for co-op or any internship that is already been a part of your studies. In most cases, the answer is no. Are you a spouse or common law partner or a child of certain skilled worker or a certain full-time international student that has or will have status in Canada? This will be again no, but let's say your spouse, your husband or your wife, she is studying in Canada and you are applying again a study permit, then you have to say yes. But in general cases, it will be a no for a single person. And the next question is, are you a recipient of a Commonwealth scholarship and many other Canadian groups, but we are not a part of any group yet in Canada, so answer no. The next question is, are you complying a family member that has status in Canada or have recently been approved to come to Canada? If your family member means your brother, real brother, your father, mother, or your sister, if she got any visa or any status in Canada, then you have to answer this question yes. But solo person who doesn't have any close family in Canada, then answer no. Have you ever committed or been arrested for any crime or criminal offense in any country? If you are a victim for any crime, then please say yes. But hopefully, you are not part of any crime, so we are going with majority here. Say no. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? I highly recommend don't submit any joint application at this moment because you are the first applicant who is going to put you the first step in Canada for your family. So don't include any application as of now. You can apply a visitor visa for your family once you get your study permit, and you can do it many bunch of things after you getting your study permit, but don't include any joint application at this moment. So answer no. And next, are you giving someone access to your application? If you have any agent or any person who is doing on behalf of you, then you have to answer yes with extended notes. But if you're doing by yourself, then say no. And next, in last 10 years, have you given your fingerprints or photo for an application to come to Canada? If you applied before, or if you applied for any other categories, let's say you applied for work permit, then if you submitted your biometric, then you said yes. Otherwise, for most general cases who's doing first time, say no. The next question is, there are fees associated with the application, so will you be paying your fees? Yes. The next is, are you able to make a digital copy of your documents with scanner or camera? So I say yes. but make sure you have a good scanner or a camera that create a good PDFs for you, so it will be easy to upload. And if you have all the documents ready with you, then you can submit your student visa application maybe within an hour, or maybe within by watching this video together, or watching this video and after you can continue. It will be really easy for you guys. Once you answer this question yes, then next. Will you be paying your application fees online? If you're doing your online application, I really insist you should pay your fees online, because if you're saying no, then it will be more difficult and will be take more time to pay fees, and will create more issues for you. So say yes and next. So this is all the information that we have entered just right now. You can check one by one each question's answer. If you found something is wrong, then hit this click and you can edit that particular column and edit that answer, and that will continue from there. Check everything from here, and if you found everything is perfect, continue from here. This is saying that submitting your application, you should refer following steps. So use your account first, save your application, upload your documents, and I'm not going in detail, you can read everything, what are the formats and what are the sizes you may follow for PDFs and pictures, and you can check all the information over here. And the fourth step is pay your fees. So these are the four steps, and we are so close at the finish now. um, After reading carefully all this instruction, continue from this page, and this is the final page that says your document checklist. So many people I know, they are asking to agencies that what will be the checklist for document. You don't need to ask any checklist to any agencies, because maybe they have any different checklist, but this is the final and accurate checklist from Government of Canada, that you need to upload all those documents. Those are in mandatory column, and some of are not mandatory, so you can avoid those documents, you don't need to wait for them. But I preferred personally you should upload all the documents, don't avoid anything. Upload all the information what you have, make the nice PDFs, clear PDFs, and pay your fees and wait for your visa. So let's see which documents you need. This is the application form, so you have to download this IMM1294 editable version of PDF. Once you download it, you have to fill the application form, save that application, generate your barcode. So this is like a really latest form created by Government of Canada. Once you filled everything, and at the end it will ask you to generate 6 barcode copies. So once you clicked it, that information will emboss in PDF, and one barcode copy will generate it at the last page of that PDF. So save that copy, save to it your folder, and if you're done with that, upload that file on this tab. Click on this upload file tab, and it will redirect you to choose file, upload file, and just finish it. So the next document you need, supporting document. So your passport first last page must be clear with your picture. uh, the next is letter of acceptance. So this is the letter you got from your college. Proof of means of financial support. So for, I'm not sure what is the figure for GIC now, but you have to create the GIC to Canadian bank. Most probably it's with Scotia Bank. So you can create GIC with Scotia. Once GIC document is generated by the bank, then you can download and you can get that document in your email, and you can upload that document as a financial proof. Digital photos, check your photos requirement. On instruction column you can check everything here and create your digital photocopies and upload it. Family information, this will be again one form, I believe that's the IMM 5645 form. Download this form the same way, input all the data, save it, and upload it here. Optional documents. So let's see which are the optional documents. Schedule 1 application for temporary residence visa made outside Canada. I believe this is optional, but I personally believe you should download this document and fill all the data. So once you are done with this, it will give you temporary visa. It will be a stamp on your passport, so you can have multiple entries. If you don't have this temporary visa, then it will not allow you to come back to India, or maybe it will allow you to come back but won't allow you to go to Canada again. So you have to fill this form and upload it very carefully. And the client information, so this will be your SOP, a statement of purpose, and many other information that you can attach, like your previous degrees, your experience certificates that is relevant with this new study application. And once you are done with these documents, you can pay fees. So yes, the total exact amount of fees you need to pay is 235 Canadian dollar. And once you upload it, it will show you one more option here that is saying submit. Once you click the submit button, it will give you payment instructions, and once you do the payment, then it will give you your application number and all other tracking ID and many information. Just save that information in your account, save it somewhere, click the pictures, have it for your future use, and you are good to go for your student visa application. So I hope you like this video and hope you use this video for creating your student visa application. If you have any questions, please comment on the comment box, and I recommend you guys to subscribe the video, subscribe the channel, sorry, and hit the bell icon so you can get more notification on the upcoming videos. Enjoy and take care.